Hi everyone, Harrison Blizzard here, dietitian, Tobic Valley Community Health Center. Happy Nutrition Month. Today I'm going to be making apple cinnamon oat protein pancakes. Great way to get some protein in your breakfast or your early morning meal. We're going to be using a couple different ways to get that protein in there. Most of the box pancake mix you buy is really just flour and some sort of baking powder. So we're going to be making our own mixture. We're going to whip it up in the pan, and then I'm going to show you how to use it as maybe a grab and go breakfast or even like a quick lunch if you're making it for your child at school. You can see here I'm using my blender today. So in the blender I have some oats ready to go. I have 2 cups of oats. So that's going to be the base of our pancake instead of using like a wheat flour. And then I'm going to add in some of the wet ingredients here. The first thing I'm going to add is the cottage cheese. I've got 1.5 cups of cottage cheese. Now this is where we're going to get most of our protein from. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of milk just to add in more of that fluid to help with blending. I have 2 eggs ready to go here, already cracked. That's our other source of protein. So we have our cheese, our milk, and our eggs. Now I'm going to add in some maple syrup. And also, you won't see it, but I've also mixed in some vanilla extract in there for flavoring. So I have our ground cinnamon, and that's actually in with the baking powder. So the baking powder is what's going to give the rising action to make the pancakes fluffy. I'm going to use a spatula here just to kind of give it a bit of a mixture. Get that liquid down to the bottom. If you notice you need a little more liquid to blend it through, you can add a little more milk. And if you need a little more structure, you can always add a little more oats. You're looking for that pancake batter consistency. So you don't want it running like a liquid or a soup, but you don't want it so thick it doesn't mix through. You want to make sure your spices are blended up, and also that the yolk in the egg is all mixed through, and that the cottage cheese is kind of creamy in there and not lumpy. So now I'm going to add in some grated apples. And just give it a little stir just to incorporate it in there. You don't want to blend that up because you still want a bit of that texture of the apple in that pancake. You'll see on the recipe is chopped walnuts. You can use any type of nut in there. I just decided not to put it in there today. I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes, and once that pan's heated up, I'll take you over to the stove and then we'll cook up a couple pancakes just to show you what they look like. So I have my pan set on medium. So I'm gonna use a ladle and just get a scoop here. Now, depending how big you like your pancakes, of course you can adjust the amount you want. Once you start seeing some bubbles coming up through the middle of the pancake, that's a good sign that you're ready to flip it over. Now you'll know your oven best if you find that medium is too hot for a pancake, or it might be not hot enough. So adjust your oven as needed. I see a few bubbles, so I'm just going to give it a flip. That's been a couple minutes on the pan, so you can tell it's cooked through. I'm going to make another couple here, and then I'm going to bring it back to the counter and show you what you can do to make it a grab and go snack. All right, the pancakes are done. The nice thing about this one with the apple, cinnamon, and the protein, it really can make it easy grab and go breakfast, grab and go lunch if you're going to work or school. For example, I just have some sliced apples and some cheese. I'm just going to lay those on there. If you make that the night before, you can wrap it up with some saran wrap, put it in a Tupperware, and have it cold. You can make a lot of different types of sandwiches. An easy one that a lot of people think of is maybe doing like a peanut butter on there, maybe throwing some nuts or some raisins in between. There's a lot of variety you can do with that pancake. Make sure to check out the ebook for all the recipes. It's in the description below. Like and subscribe to the channel for the other videos that I'll be putting up through the month. Also, make sure you check out the Community Health Center Facebook page where I've been putting some more information. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.